Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I give the same intro, but I feel like that's like, you know, you're supposed to do that. But welcome back to my channel. My name is Jazz. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a video. I literally create content every week just for people like me. I speak to y'all, but I speak to me as I'm speaking to y'all. If you are that person in your family that is that generational curse breaker, and you know that comes with a lot of weight, that comes with a lot of discouragement, that comes with a lot of back and forth, that comes with a lot of like aloneness, loneliness, whatever you want to call it, this content is for you. So if you know somebody like that, or if that is you, then make sure you stay, enjoy the content, interact with me in the comments, let me know any kind of video topic or whatever you want me to touch on. If you didn't watch last week's video, make sure you go watch it. I feel like last week's video was really good. Like the past couple of videos that I've been making, they have really just been things that have not been planned out. Like it has not been like planned out, drawn out content that I sat and thought about. It's literally things that have been coming to me, and I'm like, you know what, I needed to hear that. And so when I feel like I need to hear something, I just share it, because maybe you are like me and you need to hear it too. Y'all, it's cold. I got the heater going, so if you hear that noise, that's just the heater in the car, because my baby is asleep. So I'm not making a video in the house. But I really want to talk about today. So y'all, I'm talking to y'all like y'all my friends today. So I was watching this video on TikTok. It's two separate things that I want to talk about. But I was watching this video on TikTok, and they were just talking about, like, you know why you can't heal? And I as soon as they said that, like, that's what drew me in, because I have been having this conversation, like, God, I just want to heal. Like, I want to be healed from the things that hurt my feelings. There's some things that happened in my past, like relationship wise, whether it was platonic or romantic, that have really hurt me, and they have really changed the way that I interact with people. And maybe you can relate to that, maybe not, right? But that has been like the conversation to God for the past couple years. And I'm like, God, I just want to heal. Like, I want to heal. I do not want my hurt to bleed onto my new relationships. So I just want to heal. So the video that was on, that I saw, it was just like, you know why you can't heal? As soon as he said that, I'm like, yes, I'm drawn in, because why can't I heal? This is literally what I've been asking God about. And he was just like, because there's nothing wrong with you. Like, you can't heal because there's nothing wrong with you. You just haven't accepted what happened to you. And I was like, you know what? Maybe that's why I've been asking God for healing for the past 4 years, and nothing has changed, because God wants me to know there's nothing wrong with you. You do not need to heal from anything. Like, there's nothing that's wrong with you. You just need to accept the fact of what happened. And I feel like maybe somebody else needs to hear that as well. It's nothing wrong with you, girl. It's nothing wrong with you, dude. You just got to be accepting of what happened has happened. The people who hurt you have hurt you. The people who left you have left you. The wrongs that you have done, you have done. Like, it's nothing to heal from. It's just something to accept it. And when you can get to that point of really, and I literally just got to that point today, y'all, when I heard that message. When you can get to that point of realizing that it's not something that you need to heal from, you just need to accept that it happened, and accept that that was a part of your story. Accept that that was a like a part of the story, or something that God used for your good and for that person's good as well, right? In your walk on this life, and in their journey on this life, right? It's nothing that you need to heal from. It's just something that you have to accept that has happened, and then learn to move away from, like, learn to move on from. That doesn't excuse the pain. That doesn't like excuse what that person may have done to you, or how you looked at what that person have done. That doesn't make anything okay. Accepting is just coming to the self, like, just realizing, coming to the self accurate. Hold on. Oh, my eye. But when you're accepting something, that doesn't mean that, like, what they did to you is okay, or what you did was okay to someone. That you just have to accept that it was a part of your story. Accept the fact that it's happened, and move away from it. Like, it's okay. One thing that he was saying, like, it's okay. Hold on. Because that hurt my dang eye. Okay, we're good now. Okay. But one thing he was saying, like, it's okay to miss someone. That just means you're human and you have feelings. It's okay when someone from your past, that memory comes up in your head. It's a memory. We all have memories, right? That just means that you're human. That does not mean that you need to heal. That does not mean that something is wrong with you. So I feel like when we can get to that point to realize, like, we don't need healing. We just need to accept. We just need to be accepting of things and situations that have came and gone and that has happened in our life, right? And that gave me so much freedom, because I've literally been praying for the past 4 years. God, I just want to heal. Like, I just want to be healed. And nothing has really changed. And when I heard that, like, there's nothing that I need to heal from. I just need to accept those situations that's happened in my life. That gave me so, like, I feel like that was my exhale. Like, dang, that's literally what I've been waiting for the past 4 years, to realize there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. Just accept it and be more, like, cautious. I don't even want to say cautious. Just be more aware when you're going into new relationships that those things have happened to you. So you can be more aware to not let those situations bleed on your new relationships. And I'm speaking to myself on that. Like, no, I don't have to heal from nothing before I can get into a new friendship. I don't have to heal from my past friendship before I can get into a new friendship, because there's nothing wrong with me. I just have to accept the fact that that past friendship did not work out the way that I thought or the way that I wanted it to work out. So now when I'm going into building new relationships, I have to be aware to know that I accepted that, and I cannot allow that situation to bleed into this situation. Same thing with love. My first love, who I thought was my true love, I cannot allow the fact that did not work to bleed into who God is bringing into my life next. Because if I allow that to bleed into this relationship, then the relationship is not going to last. The relationship is not going to be all that God has ordained for it to be, because I still have not accepted it. I don't need to heal from it. There's nothing wrong with the fact that it didn't happen. It was already written out that way, right? So I just have to accept that that was the story. That was the cards that was laid out in order for me to learn whatever lesson I needed to learn, and in order for that person to learn whatever lesson they need to learn. But because I accept it, now I am able to step into a new relationship, whether that be a friendship or a romantic relationship, and be my full self. So I really hope that frees you up, like it freed me up, just to realize, like, dang, I've been asking for healing for the past 4 years and ain't nothing wrong with me. That's why ain't nothing changed, because nothing was ever wrong. I just could not accept the fact that things did not work out the way that I thought or the way that I wanted them to work out. And I was angry with God. Like, I feel like I went through those stages of grief, like, and I was angry, like, God, why didn't this work? Like, why did you allow me to feel so deeply for this person, whether it was friendship or relation, like romantic, and it did not work out how I thought it would work out? Like, why would you even allow me to get this vulnerable with this person if it was not going to work out that way? But I understand and I accept now that I had to go through that. I had to, so that I could grow through it. Like, there was a person that emerged. There was a version of myself that emerged from that hurt, from that pain. It was not for no reason. I grew from that, right? And it's the same thing with you. I feel like everything has a purpose. Everything serves a purpose. So that's the one thing that I really wanted to talk about, just to realize, to free you like it freed me. You don't have to heal from nothing. There's nothing that you need to be healing from. You are wasting time waiting for healing for something that ain't wrong with you. You know those people who be like, we ain't gotta talk about them, but you know those people who be like, they think something wrong with them and ain't nothing wrong with them, so they don't nothing ever change. They're just basically crazy. I ain't talking about you, but hey, I'm talking about you. That's the same thing. That's exactly how I was. I was basically just being insane, being crazy, because I'm asking God for healing for something that was never broken. It was never broken. It was never hurt. I just couldn't accept the fact that those situations really happened. Like, I really could not fathom, like, that those people were no longer in my life, when really I just needed to accept it. And I just came to accepting today. Like, and I feel like it's a process. It's not something that had happened like in an instant click. I just became open to accepting today. So I know that that's going to be a process every day, or when those memories come up in my mind, I'm going to have to remind myself, like, I have to accept the fact that it did not happen the way that I want it to happen. Though I may miss this person, though I may have great memories with this person, I have to accept the fact that it did not happen the way that I want it to happen. And that is cool, because my plans are not God's plans. My ways of thinking is not God's ways of thinking. So however he meant for it to happen is how it's going to happen. And I need to accept that it's for my best. It's for my highest good. And another thing I wanted to talk about, just going into 2024, I feel like a lot of people, even myself at one point, we think that we have like a consistency problem. Like, I can't be consistent. Like, maybe you started a new gym routine, or maybe you started working on your business, or maybe whatever it is that you started doing. and you feel like I cannot be consistent, like God help me be consistent. And I just want to challenge you to change your prayer from God help me to be consistent to God help me to believe, because I believe that it's not a consistency problem, it's a belief problem. You don't believe that what you're doing is going to work out, so you're not sticking to it long enough for it to work out. And I even realized that about myself. When I believe wholeheartedly in something, it does not matter if I'm happy, if I'm sad, if I'm glad, if I'm mad, if I'm feeling sick, if I'm feeling down. I am going to do the thing because I believe in the outcome so much so that all I have to do is show up, and that outcome is going to come out exactly how I expect it or better, right? Because I believe in myself and in God's power so much so that if I just do my part, God is going to do his part. He would not have given me this dream. And there are things in my life where I say that I want them, but my actions don't align with it, right? And it's not because I'm not consistent. It's not because I'm not disciplined. It's because I truly subconsciously, like in your subconscious, I just truly don't believe that me doing the action is going to produce the result that I want to do. So I fall off the action. So that's where the inconsistency comes from. So instead of praying to God, God, make me consistent, make me disciplined, ask God to help my belief. I want that crazy belief system that they had in the Bible. That God, if I just go dump my body in this water, then I'm going to be able to walk again. Like I want that crazy belief system to where I want that crazy faith. You know, that crazy faith when people just looking at you like you're crazy. Like when they was looking at Noah building that ark, and like, this man is crazy. We ain't never seen no rain before. He out here building a boat for years. Go enjoy your family. I want that kind of belief system, that kind of faith, that I am going to do the thing that even though it may not look like it's working to nobody else, even though it looks like it does not make sense to anybody else, my faith is so strong that I am going to do it because I know that it's going to work, right? So my prayer is no longer, and I challenge you to make your prayer no longer, God, I want to be consistent. I want to be disciplined, but God, give me that crazy faith. I want to believe, because when you truly believe in something, you are going to do the action no matter what. Rain, sleet, snow, sunshine, like you're going to do the action, right? Like just imagine if you knew, like it was like already like written in contract, like if you walk 100 miles you will win $100 million. Baby, you're going to walk those 100 miles, whether it is raining, snowing, whatever. You're going to walk because you know at the end of that walk you're going to get your money, you're going to get the $100 million, right? It's the same thing. But now let's say people have gone before you and they told them that same thing. Like, if you walk these 100 miles, you're going to get the $100 million. And they didn't get the $100 million at the end of their walk. You might not take that walk because you're like, you know what? You told them same people that and it did not work for them. So I'm not going to do it. But if you knew that same thing with, let me give a better analogy. Okay, I don't have a better analogy. But if you knew for a fact that this thing is going to work, there would be nothing that nobody can say or do to stop you from doing the action. It's just going to be like subconscious. I'm going to do it because I know that my work is going to produce fruit, period. But when you don't believe in yourself, for whatever reason that may be, maybe that's something that stems from your childhood. Maybe that's something that stems from like just your own self-conscious like system. Maybe that's something that stems from somebody telling you like you're never going to be able to do this, or maybe that's somebody bleeding their own like insecurities onto you, whatever that is. When you don't believe in something, your actions is going to tell on you before you can even say a word. And I say that to myself because like I'm telling you, like there are things in my life that I say that I want, but my actions do not align with it. And that's simply because subconsciously I don't believe that it's going to work. So I'm not asking God to make me consistent, to make me disciplined. I'm asking God to give me crazy faith. I want to believe like no other. I want the strongest belief system ever in the entire world that has ever existed and that's ever to come. I want that crazy faith because I know that when I believe in something, my actions are going to align with that belief system, and that's going to produce the result that I want. And even on the flip side, there are things that I say that I want in my life, and I like just sitting back and reflecting, I see myself performing the action no matter what, because subconsciously I truly believe that it's going to work. And it's like I have both of those things. I have both sides of it going on in my life, so I can literally be a student and watch like, dang, I'm still doing that, even though every day is not sun and shining. I'm still getting up to perform the actions because I know that it's going to work. But then on the flip side, I was like, dang, I say that I really want this, but I'm inconsistent. The problem is not like being inconsistent. The problem is that subconsciously, for whatever reason, I just don't believe that it's going to work for me. So my prayer is like, God, help me to believe. I want to believe that it can happen for me too. And the same thing with you. Instead of asking God, I want to help me be consistent, or God to help me be disciplined, God, just help me believe. Help me to believe that you can do it for me too. That what you did for them, you're going to do the same or better for me. You're going to do it in a new way, but it's going to be even better for me. That's it. That's all I wanted to talk about, was just those two things. Is one, you don't need healing, babe. You just need acceptance. You just need to accept that it has already happened to you, right? And however that looks, however many times you need to bring yourself to the exception that it's happened, do that. And two, stop asking God to help you to become more disciplined, to help you to become more consistent, and just ask God to give you that crazy faith. Ask God to give you a belief system like no other. Because when you believe in something, nobody has to tell you to be consistent. Nobody has to tell you to be disciplined. You're going to automatically do it. Your actions are going to automatically show that, because you have a strong belief system that if I continue to show up, if I continue to do this, if I continue to get better in this, it's going to work for me. So that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.